Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go. With all you need to know news and weather as you start your day.
A Rosebud man and woman are headed to prison after pleading guilty to voluntary manslaughter.
A judge sentenced 42-year-old Jamie Claremont and 21-year-old Keanu Marshall to more than 5 years behind bars. In April 2024, a man confronted a group of people in Rosebud when he picked up a piece of wood and swung it at Claremont.
She took it and hit the victim with it while Marshall repeatedly punched the victim. He was taken to the hospital and died from his injuries 10 days later.
A Sioux Falls man will spend decades behind bars after pleading guilty to manslaughter earlier this year.
A judge sentenced John Mitchell to 20 years. According to court documents, Mitchell killed Carrie Coyle in October 2024.
The victim was beaten and strangled. She later died of her injuries in the hospital.
A first-degree murder charge was dismissed in exchange for his guilty plea.
South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley says charges are expected next month in the death investigation of 14-year-old McKenna Wendel. Authorities have been working across multiple states and jurisdictions as the case moves forward.
Jackley says the investigation is complete, but because the case involves South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, and multiple counties, prosecutors are still determining where charges should be filed.
McKenna Wendel is a tragic case where a 14-year-old little girl life was lost. We have prioritized this here in South Dakota. We want to make sure as prosecutors that we place the charges in the right jurisdiction, the best jurisdiction. There may be charges available in several different forums or jurisdictions, but we want to make sure this is an important case, that we hold individuals accountable, and that we do everything we can for McKenna's family.
Jackley says charges are expected to be filed sometime in June.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Excuse me. Good morning, Travis. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at another hot day. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s. Chance for showers, thunderstorms, 10 to 20% south central into western South Dakota today. Slightly cooler tomorrow as we bring in maybe better chances for rain across eastern KELOLAND as compared to what's expected for today. But we'll have another day with 90-degree heat in central and eastern South Dakota. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The 45th Annual Law Enforcement Appreciation Dinner is set for October in Sioux Falls. The event annually attracts thousands of law enforcement personnel.
This year's featured speaker is Pro Football Hall of Fame coach Tony Dungy, though the people in uniform are the stars of the show.
They put their lives on the line every day to protect us. And when other states are criticizing and attacking law enforcement, I think it really is a privilege to live here in South Dakota where we do the opposite, where we come together every year as a community to thank law enforcement and to praise them and to honor them.
The Law Enforcement Appreciation Dinner is October 28th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. A limited number of tables are still available and open to the public.
As students settle into summer break, the Sioux Falls School District is making sure kids and teens still have access to free meals.
Free breakfast and lunch will be available to kids and teens ages 1 to 18 now until August 7th. Meals will be served Monday through Friday with breakfast from 8 to 8:30 and lunch from 11:30 to 12:30.
And they can visit 6 different elementary schools.
It would be at Terry Redlin, JFK, Sonia Sotomayor, Susan B. Anthony, Hayward, and Rosa Parks.
Last summer, the district served over 35,000 lunches and 8,000 breakfasts.
The next time you see a Hy-Vee truck on the road, you may want to take a closer look. One of the employees featured on the trailer could be from Brookings.
Darren Schleicher is the produce manager at Brookings Hy-Vee and a 2025 Hy-Vee Legendary Customer Service Award recipient. Recipients are recognized by being featured on semi-truck wraps.
He knows everyone, and he'll drop what he's doing to take care of the customer and really just, focusing on making everyone's life easier, happier, and healthier.
Now his face will be traveling on highways across the Midwest.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, and as you're traveling today on those roads, it's going to be another hot one. Temperatures very close to 90 in Sioux Falls. A few more high clouds today. We don't expect these pop-up showers and thunder showers as much today. There could be 1 or 2 of them around, but yesterday, believe it or not, one of these produced a land spout tornado near Valley Springs. Look at this column of air. The rotation starts at the bottom and then it works its way up into the updraft. And it was kind of a hollow tube as it connected to the cloud base, which, by the way, if you were around Sioux Falls looking at this yesterday, there's quite a gap between the cloud base and what was going down at the surface, a little rain in there. But yeah, this is a totally different mechanism. It's not a traditional tornado because the spin starts at the ground and then goes right up. So those pictures, we'll discuss a little bit more on that on KETLELAND's Weather or Not, our KETLELAND Plus channel here at 9:30 this morning. Well, we don't need severe weather, but we do need rain. And I know many of you are anxiously watching this forecast. Let's see what we have ahead. First today, another hot day. Highs are near 90, a couple of degrees probably above that into northern, or at least the Aberdeen area, 92, 93 later on today. Rapid probably holds back in the mid-80s, but a south wind 20 to 40. Tonight, tomorrow, here's a little rain. First little pieces of that coming up from northern Nebraska. And this is connected to a larger fetch of moisture. It's going to come in segments. Not everybody's going to get wet right away, although this would be a great spot to get the rain because that's the driest. If you look at your 60-day rainfall deficits, it's right in here. Charles Mix County, kind of radiating around that spot. So let's see if this is where it aligns. It could do that. At least the chance is there for rain, and then there'll be more of this coming in line this weekend. Storm Prediction Center already put out a day 3 severe weather risk for the Black Hills into western Nebraska. So there are going to be pockets of thunderstorms around this weekend. I think Sioux Falls, we're going to put in a chance of rain in the morning. This is basically the way this will probably go. It'll be the late peak heating of the day, fire up these clusters of thunderstorms, and then let them roll out and dissipate overnight. And then that cycle will probably repeat in various patches across much of the plains the next, 5, 6, 7 days, at least through Wednesday of next week. There could be areas of showers and thunderstorms. So we put in some broad brush rain chances throughout that period of time. Obviously, it's an important time of year to pick up some moisture. We're above normal for highs, though, even with the rain. And I do expect the relative humidity to go up. You're going to feel the dew point numbers increasing. Here, you have a pretty good shot at rain with this system, too. It looks like Saturday into Sunday, 60% chances of showers and thunderstorms. And there will also be rain in the Black Hills. We'll see how long that lasts. It may not linger as long, but the opportunity is still there early next week. More coverage online at KETLELAND.com.